we deal with the day-to-day stuff.
Okay, sir.
And we have the channel with them for support after, but the purpose right now is so you get familiar with the system, that May gets familiar with the system, so everybody can be more hands-on when we need it.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. I'll record the session, so we'll have the video and everything, so you can use it afterwards if we're looking for stuff, or we can use it as a manual. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All right, awesome. That's pretty much it. The minute everybody join, we can start.
Okay, no problem. I am waiting here. No problem.
Awesome. I'm moving to mute.
Sure.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'll have a face.
Hi, ma'am. How are you?
Good, good. How about you?
Yeah, I am fine. Thank you. Thank you very much to join with us. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So I'll just regroup it again. The idea is that we're going to have more than one or two person that can operate the system because of the timetable, because we need to be responsive to clients, do stuff with the merchants.
Okay.
We want to have multiple members on the team that can go in and set up a merchant or fix stuff, so we can be a little bit more responsive on that.
Okay.
So the goal is really to get familiarized, and then I think afterwards we can figure out tier 1, tier 2, how we're doing it internally and who takes care of which part of the system. But the idea is that all of us need to be able to do the stuff. If you know, because of May knows this business, people call in weird hours, you need to be able to kind of jump in and fix stuff if it's needed. So the more of us in multiple time zones that can access and operate, the better it is. And we don't have to wake anybody. So that's kind of the idea.
Okay.
We also, I think, May, I invited you already. We have a channel with Pain and Easy. That's the support channel. So we use that for question on the day-to-day stuff. The idea is just to do a quick level setting so we all know where the buttons are. And I think Elran will be joining us as well for this training session.
Okay.
All right. Rarely in this training session, I'm going to try to shut up as much as possible and let you listen and learn and know how to operate. So I'll be muted. If you need me in this, just ping me. I'll be off camera and muted, but I'm here on the call with you. I'll be recording the call and taking notes, so we'll have it after.
Okay.
One thing that I forgot to do is I forgot to open my own account at Paynet Easy.
They sent you. I sent you the login.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but I know they're going to show on their screen probably, and not on yours. It's just going to be Daniel walking us through the system.
Got it. Okay. In any case, to what I see, it is only the documentations and then the sandbox. Okay.
Yeah. So the sandbox and then the login for the production is the same thing, just without the sandbox.
What was it? Say it once again.
I'm saying that the login for the production environment is pretty much identical, just without the sandbox.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Okay.
All right, Daniel. If it's okay, we're going to do this in English.
No problem.
Awesome. The other thing I want to take, I'm activating the notes in the recording so we can use it internally afterwards.
Okay.
Awesome. Cool. So activating recorded notes and recording the session.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I need to understand what exactly I need to show.
Yeah. So this is why I started the recording, and I'll walk through again. So the idea is that this is the team. Elran will join us, but this is the team that we're using to do the management of the merchants and setting everything up. The goal is to walk them through the system so they'll be familiar with it. We have the support channels to ask questions as we move along. Okay. But the idea right now is really to kind of walk May and STALIN and Vitaly with us to walk through. I'm sorry, Vitaly, I'm assuming he's from your side, with Aaron from our side, to just walk through the setting up a merchant, difference between sandbox and production. Really important, if there's things that are critical that you go like this screen, you never press this button, etc. All of that stuff, just kind of tier 1, tier 2 day-to-day operation on the system.
Okay. I will try. And
awesome.
Let's start.
Cool.
I'll share my screen. Let's start with this. Okay. First of all, I want to some points in the how the configuration on Paynet Easy works. and so we will have the same language. Merchant, it's your merchants. Every merchant have their own account. You can create account for company, or you can create for each brand separate merchant account that have a separate back office each merchant. Okay. If you have any question, just stop, ask me. If not, I will continue. Endpoint. Endpoint is the method. For example, one endpoint for credit cards, another endpoint for any other APM. Project, it's where you do the routing, all the magic. You create the routing between the mids. The mids is the gates. The processor in this picture, you can see each processor has a different gate. But it's also possible that on one processor you will have a few gates. Processor is the bank, the PSP, who provides you the solution. So they can provide you a few gates, a few mids, each configuration in one currency. So we will have one endpoint, one project, and a few gates, for example, in euro. And if you will need to create, you want to create another currency, we will need to clone or create a separate configuration for each currency that you want to provide to your merchant.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, here you have a manager account. Ignore the administrator and superior. You have a manager account. Under the manager, you can create a few employees. For each manager, you can see several merchant accounts, and each merchant account also you can create for them employees. You have also a reseller and dealer. Reseller, it's an account that combine a few merchant accounts together. Usually you will provide it to someone that introduce you merchants, and you want to show to provide him access to your back office. Okay. And the access for resellers, same access like the merchant. You don't see the solutions. The only thing that he will see a few merchant account under his account. And the dealer, it's the opposite of reseller. It's someone that introduce you the solutions and you want to provide him access. And he doesn't see the merchants. He see only the PSPs, the processor that you connect to this dealer. Okay. Now let's
just to ask you once again, in terms of the dealer, you mentioned that basically it's somebody that actually provided you with a solution. So that means he's supposed to be sort of like a reseller as well. Let's say in terms of like.
Yeah, this is a reseller of solutions and not of the merchant, not merchants.
Yeah, but it acts the same thing as a reseller.
Yes.
Just for solutions. Okay.
But most of our clients don't provide this access. They don't like that the reseller sees the traffic, but it's available. It's option.
And there is no limitations to what both the dealer and
dealers see the traffic. Dealers see the traffic that you send through the processor that he introduced you. So, for example, you have a solution altitude. So you can put a reseller on this processor, okay? But tomorrow you will have more solutions, and he will not see the traffic that went through another solution. Okay. Now I want to change the share screen. Okay. You see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, this is the sandbox. This is the gateway. You have two environments, sandbox and gate. Gate is the production. Sandbox and production. They're separate environments. There is no option by click to change from production to sandbox. Different credentials, everything separate, different. And the only thing that you can do is clone the account, the merchant account. For example, you created for him account on sandbox, you can clone it to production. So the only thing that it will keep his login credentials, so he can use the same login credentials for production and sandbox. Okay.
Okay.
What we see here, we see some analytic of the traffic, approval ratio, turnover, and the IPs of the traffic. You also can switch to bins, see which countries, which card of countries you have the best approval ratio, the most popular decline reasons. You can switch. It's something that it's a tool for monitoring. If you need, you can see this month's, last month's, compare between them. You can change the dates. You can see, for example, compare between merchants. Click on top merchants and see the merchants on Sandbox. Same on production, top processor, for example, and compare between the processors. Okay. You can put a criteria if you want to see the information here, the statistics for specific merchant, or for example, criteria merchant. I select something like this. I select a merchant and see what his analytics. Okay, this merchant doesn't have any traffic, so it's empty. Let's see something. Just a moment. Okay. If I click on order search, it will redirect me to this page. Okay. Here we can see. We need to.
We have a siren coming up, so we'll have to.
I'm in a safe room, so let me just close the door.
1 second. I'm sorry. What are you saying? Go. Go on.
Welcome to Israel.
দাদা আমারে কল দিল আসতে পারে তো দেখো যদি আমার কল